What's going on, everybody? It's your favorite dating coach, and as you can see by the title below, we're going to talk about how to get a man to want you, to obsess over you, to desire you, right? To want to be in your life, make him a stage 5 clinger, you call the shots, he's wrapped around your finger, so on and so forth. Now, if that being said, of course, I can't guarantee this 100%, right? No coach can. So I'm just disclaiming that. You already know that. You know you can't get any guy 100% of the time. That's just unrealistic. However, if you listen to the things I say, you are going to have the best chance possible. You are going to have the psychology on your side. You are going to know what men want, desire, both sexes actually. Like, this is the evolutionary psychology on what attracts men. This is what society claims as, like status and stuff like that. This is what we all want when it comes to the opposite sex, attraction, relationships, and so forth. So if you do these things and you create these things that I'm about to tell you, you are going to increase your chances and probably have the best chance possible attracting any guy. Right now, of course, every guy is different, but every guy has or values something. Okay, so with that being said, the first thing we obviously have to talk about is value, right? I mean, you're not going to go after something you don't value. I don't care. I would say there's a troll on the other side of this camera talking mad shit about my videos and this and that and yada yada yada. That doesn't mean anything to me because he's a troll. I don't know him. I don't care what he thinks. He's just doing it to, his opinion doesn't matter. However, if it's someone that someone who cares about my work and someone who likes me and is looking out for my best intentions, then they're like, dude, like, your last video was kind of sexist. Your last video was kind of harsh. Maybe you want to approach it this way, right? They're giving you some positive criticism, and I actually care what you think because I'm doing it for you. Then you have value in my eyes, and you have a lot. And whatever you say has a lot of meaning behind it. Okay, so you obviously have to create value to get any type of attraction to begin with. So how do you do that? Well, I would say for both sexes, we have what I call a blueprint, right? I call it a blueprint theory. I don't know if there's an actual name for it or something, but I talked about this in another video, so if this is rehearsed for you, I'm sorry. But for those who don't know, both sexes have a grand picture of what their future is supposed to look like, right? For me, it's supposed to be, like, let's say I have a big, huge, thriving international business on dating. I want to change hundreds of millions. Oh, you can say hundreds of millions of lives. Maybe not all 7 billion, but hundreds of millions of lives. I want to have a huge house, travel 24/7, and all these kind of great things. A good woman, a dog. I don't know why I don't have a dog yet. I should get a dog. But, a dog, a good, loyal, faithful, beautiful, smart, sophisticated, ambitious, goal-oriented woman, and so forth, right? And you might think the same thing. You probably want a nice guy, nice house, nice job, stable income, all those kind of things. Well, the closer you get to that, the less stress-free your life is, right? The more you're going towards your goals. And men and women are happiest when they actually progress towards a goal. We only start to stress and we only start to complicate, get angry, sad, depressed, whatever you want to call it, when we're pulling away from our goals. So you actually want a woman or a man, well, of course you want a man to, God dang it, all over the place, right? A man wants a woman who helps him progress towards his goals. So the first thing men are looking for is red flags, right? He's looking for red flags. He's seeing, are you an asset or are you a liability? I think the best relationships come together when both people are in line and they want the same things in life, and they want the same goals, and they have the same morals and values, and they're going towards the same direction, right? Even if you don't agree with everything, you still have the same open mindset, and you want to better each other, help each other out, stuff like that. So a man's looking for a woman with values and social proof, men, or a woman that other men want, which I'll get onto later and stuff like that. And these things will help a man attract these will help attract a man to you, right? So you want to have assets versus liabilities. You don't want liabilities. You don't want to come into the picture and have nothing to offer on the table, nothing to give but your love and all that bullshit, right? No, you want to actually have things to offer. I'm a strong, independent woman. I can raise and nurture a kid if I had to. I'm not going to hold you back from your goals. I'm not going to hold you down. I support you in everything you do. I play the feminine role, you play the masculine role. We're in our right energies. I'm open-minded, I'm loving, I'm caring, I'm, whatever it is, right? That's going to create value for a guy. The problem a lot of women have is they come in with all these liabilities. They come in arguing, bitching, and I'm not saying it's just women, it's men too, but we're talking about you here. So, women might come in with like a low confidence, might not have the job they want. They come in talking drama. They come in bitching, complaining about, their friends or so-and-so at work or the boss or how they want to quit their job and all these kind of things. When that's not positive talk. That's not a positive atmosphere. You want to progress forward with things, okay? So you need to create value in some way. Now, one way to do that, I would say, is to become elusive, right? When you become elusive, I'm not saying play hard to get, but be elusive. When you're elusive, you tend to be more. Actually, let me talk about the difference. Hard to get is just mind games, right? Mind games, like I'm coming in, I'm pulling away, I'm coming in, I'm pulling away, that kind of thing, right? It doesn't work with men because men don't want to risk their egos getting turned down and things like that. So when a guy comes in to a woman and she pulls away playing hard to get, that sends the wrong signals, right? A guy doesn't know how to respond to that. A clingy guy would push forward and it's like, no, please date me, right? While a strong alpha male would be like, okay, nice try, I'm pulling back, there's other women who want me anyway. So don't play it like that. That's not the way to do it. You want to be elusive, which means in my eyes, two things. One, make it hard or give the illusion that it's hard for other guys to get you, because that raises your value and social proof. Like all these guys want you. Even if they don't want you, act like they do. Fake it till you make it. And, fake that all these other guys want you, but you don't want them. And then the second thing, of course, act like it's easy for the guy you like to get you. I'm not saying be easy, but make it easier for him to get you while playing like the game that all these other guys don't want me. Now that shows value because the guy thinks, well, I must have something that these other women or these other guys don't because she wants me and not these other guys. So it's gonna feed his ego a little bit. It's gonna build his confidence. He's gonna feel good about himself. And of course, we all want to be around people that we feel good about or that makes us feel good about ourselves, right? And so once you kind of attract him with those kind of things, the value, creating value, social proof, having assets versus liabilities, becoming elusive, let's just say from there you kind of build attraction, right? Attraction's not a choice. If you do the right things, things will fall in place. He will like you. So from there, you want to create a little competition, right? And I'm not saying be a tease. I'm not saying go out and talk to other guys. But at the same time, a man doesn't want to lose a woman to another man. That's the absolutely worst thing that can happen to a man in his life, probably, besides like his dog or dad dying, right? That's absolutely the worst thing that can happen to a man when he loses a beautiful girl, an awesome girl, to other guys. So I'm not saying flirt with other guys, right? But make it known that, I guess it's just an aura. Like you're just like, if he knows that you're attractive and you're the shit, and when you guys go out and stuff, like this is how guys are. Like he's gonna look around and expect other guys checking you out and other guys wanting you. And you don't even have to do anything, but when you have that aura and that confidence and you just walk with elegance and you're fun, you're happy, you're smiling, other guys are going to see that. They're going to be attracted. I'm telling you, you guys think, no, this isn't going to happen with me. I'm overweight, or my teeth are crooked, or I'm too old, or I'm too this, I'm too that. I'm telling you, energy's everything with guys. I do it all the time. I look at guys all the time and I'm like, you know, I hate to say it, but as a dating coach, I'm like, there's no, like, this girl can get a lot better than this guy, right? Like, this guy's some, like, dweeb or something. Like, and when I say dweeb, I don't mean, like, a nerdy way. He's just, like, you can tell that he just doesn't appreciate her and stuff like that. And this girl might not even be, like, oh, my God, like, amazing or anything. She's just, you know, a normal girl. But you can tell, but by her energy, like, you can just tell that she demands and wants and deserves better. And so when you're out with this guy, you know, have that elegance, walk with an attitude, you know, have some swag. I hate to say that, but have some swag. And when a guy is, you know, sees that, and you like the guy you're interested in, or your boyfriend or whatever, the guy you're dating, when he sees that, he knows other guys are checking you out. All guys know that. I scan it, all my friends scan it. I'm telling you, we all know how it is, right? And we're afraid of losing a woman to another man. And the reason for that is, not only competition, you know, evolutionary things, but our job as a male, or as a male species, is to survive, or not survive, well, it is to survive and replicate, but it's to satisfy and provide for the woman, right? Now, of course, a woman doesn't need a man anymore nowadays, but, you know, besides that, men like to provide and feel like satisfiers, right? That's what we feel good doing that. Like, we just love doing that. We feel good about ourselves. We feel like we have some, like, meaning in life, and that we do we're doing our job, right? So when we can't do it and another man can, even if it's you locking eyes with that other guy, or smiling, or a guy coming up and talk to you about the whatever, right? It creates value, it creates social proof, and the guy thinks, okay, I need to hold on to her, right? Other guys are after her. This is my girl. I need to do something, right? So he's going to try harder to hold on to you. He's going to do more to hold on to you, and things like that. Which, of course, leads on to the third and final thing, which would be, if he does lose you, he lowers his status. And if you heard me talk, if you read my book or heard me talk about in my other videos, the importance of status and things like that in society and evolutionary psychology, and, you know, the past and all that, it's huge. Men are status junkies. Like I just said before, we feel like our job is to provide and satisfy a woman. When we can't do that, we feel like shit about ourselves. Even if our status is high, even if we have a lot of money, a good company, this, that, yada, a nice car, all that shit doesn't matter if we can't attract opposite sex. Why do you think guys want to have a nice car? It's sex appeal. Why do you think guys want to have all these big fucking muscles and nice bodies and stuff? Sex appeal. If women, if tomorrow it just went, you know, blank, right? Everything just lost meaning and regained meaning, and all of a sudden men or women wanted guys with, you know, with big bellies or small wieners. Guess what? That's going to be on demand, and over time, that's going to be the new demand. Guys, if girls were like, oh, it's attractive for guys to eat dog shit, over time, maybe not now because it's our heads like, what the fuck? But if women were serious about it and were like, hey, we like guys who eat dog shit, there will be guys searching the floor for dog shit. That's just how men are. It's a status thing. It's really, I'm telling you, women get on themselves all the time. I think men are the most pathetic motherfuckers sometimes, just because of how hard we try to impress women. We put every single woman on a pedestal. It's unbelievable. But anyway, men are very status envy, right? So one guy has a status over us, or is better with women or something, this guy gets angry. He wants to avoid being down here. So he is going to hold on to you if you have value, if you have social proof, if you prove that other men want you. And again, if you can't fake it till you make it, you know, it's all body language and confidence, right? Because when you have confidence, men fill in the gap. Like, there's a reason she has this confidence, right? It's not like she just wakes up and has confidence. There's a reason you have it, right? Just like if you have low self-esteem, there's a reason you have low self-esteem. If men fill in that gap from their personal experience. Like, if I have low self-esteem, if I see a guy with low self-esteem, it's probably because he had a hard time with women, or he has some, you know, relationship problems in the past. Women aren't wanting him, stuff like that. This is how guys are, right? So men will fill in the gap. So with that being said, create value first. Build assets, not liability. Show you have something to bring to the table, right? Become elusive. Create competition, and of course, make sure that you're so important to a point where you are actually like he will consider you as status envy, right? Like if you were to leave him for another guy, this guy's up here, he's down here. He does not want to lose you in that case, right? So with that being said, I love you ladies, and peace.